Just because something is not a depiction of reality does not mean there's something bad, inherently bad about it. It's exactly the fantasy that people want. That's why products like Street Fighter or films, movies exist. Do you think simping is an epidemic? I can't believe that worked. Didn't simp supposed to be a bad matchup for Ryu? I legit just read that as simp. I was like, simping is a bad matchup for Ryu? Okay. Wow. Wow, I just got wrecked. What? I think I recovered from that EXTP quicker because I got hit by the Aegis. The Aegis buff, let's go. Wow, that was just completely nuts. Wow. Wow. I parried that. I'm legit gonna lose a round to this guy. Gonna air fireball, air EX fireball. It was like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna give up. I got hit exclusively by neutral jump hard punch. Okay, comeback time. This is legit funny to me. Okay, let's break him. Making a lot of mistakes and I'm not capitalizing on it. Unbelievable! Oh! If I lose to this guy, I'm gonna be pissed. Why was this so close? The sponsored content has been updated. The game will restart to apply changes. Now, this is the most useless restart that the game could possibly have because it's completely useless to enable sponsored content. Think about how useless this actually is. I actually did the math on the sponsored content thing, and I'm genuinely confused why anyone would enable it. Supposedly, it increases loading times as well, by the way. That alone is a red flag to me. The problem with this whole sponsored thing is you don't actually get anything in return. It takes you about 1 year of continuous grinding to get enough fight money to do anything with it. Something like that. Before that, you are actually not gaining anything. But I would have to look up, I actually did the math at one point, but I can't quite remember the numbers, but it was ridiculous, right? In order to get anything off of it, you need to have a ridiculous amount of matches with sponsored content enabled. And guess what? You're getting fight money. Fight money nowadays, it's actually useless. So when they introduced this feature, it was useless, right? But now it's even more, somehow it's less useful now because fight money doesn't actually do anything. Why do people have this enabled? I legit don't understand this. When the CFN, when Street Fighter V was new, I was actually in the top 10 for a good chunk of the time. So if I kept it up, I would have been one of the first players to hit Warlord. The roster should not be 70% DLC. It depends on how long the game lives. There needs to be a constant flow of new content. I think that's really good if a game throughout multiple years has a flow of new content. Why is it important what ratio of DLC characters you have? You need to check a couple of... actually, let me focus here because I do not want to lose. Thank God he does not know how to deal with that. We'll talk about this topic in a second, okay? I want to make a point here. Oh my god, I got lucky. Anyways, he did not want a V reversal because it makes it impossible for him to make the comeback. So I understand that. Okay, so the point that I want to make is, like, why does the ratio matter? All that matters is, on day one, if you have enough content, 16 characters is fine. If you have enough single-player content for casuals to enjoy, and everything is fleshed out, you can absolutely ask for like a full-price title for a fighting game, and it'll be fine. It used to be fine, and I don't see why it wouldn't be fine nowadays. Why does it matter that after 5 years, you get an additional 70% character increase? Why would that even matter? The whole game, like, are you telling me, like, how many characters did League of Legends have nowadays? Like, they have, like, a ridiculous amount of champions, right? Are you telling me that Riot Games did something wrong for not waiting for 10 years to first develop these characters before they released them? That's nonsense. Wow. Wow! Yeah, it's free to play though, true, but at the same time, earlier someone made the argument that the ratio matters for some reason. Why does the ratio matter? So now the price is important? But what matters is, well, the game did not have any single-player content for people to enjoy. That was the problem. That was the massive issue. The competitive scene was actually okay when it comes to the release of Street Fighter V, except for the fact that you couldn't basically you couldn't play the game online because you kept getting kicked out of the server. That was an issue, obviously. But when it comes to the content, there was a clear priority on the feature set for competitive play. That was the important part for Capcom. And ironically, Capcom got burned for prioritizing the competitive scene. It was bad at launch for both audiences. I agree. That at the end of the day, it was bad for both. You're right. So nobody was happy. Yeah, servers were not working. So obviously players who wanted to rank up, who wanted to play, and when I say play, for the most part, this means online play. Let's be real, that's the main mode of the game that people will play on release day. If that does not work, that's a big problem. And casual players bought the game for $60, and they didn't even have a story mode to enjoy. Like, quite literally, they only got a slideshow when they clicked on story mode. It's not good enough. It's just not good enough.